Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore, and I'm a puzzle and brain training author. And in fact, all these books in these shelves over here are mine.
That's true.
And I work with Laura.
Hello.
And she helps me write puzzles, don't you?
I do. Sometimes I write them all by myself.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I do.
But in this video, we're not going to be writing puzzles. What we're going to be doing is solving them. In fact, we're not going to solve the whole of this game box, Unlock Game Adventures. What we're going to do is solve the tutorial that's in it. Now, if you've watched all our videos, as of the point of recording this one, you will know that we have already solved 2 of the games that are in this box. So there are 3 separate games. There's one based on Ticket to Ride, the board game, one based on Mysterium, and one based on Pandemic. And we've solved this one and this one, and we haven't solved the middle one yet.
We haven't done Mysterium, and both of them were absolute beasts.
But they all come with a tutorial.
They do.
And I can see that I should have really tidied this box first, but the tutorial is these white cards here. And we've never actually done it on camera.
We haven't.
So what would be,
I was going to say, I solved this a really long time ago. I don't remember how it works. You'll notice that as a theme in a lot of our videos, that I don't remember anything really, which adds a little bit of fun pizzazz to what's going on. So this is essentially as though we're solving it for the first time, and should just help as a nice little tutorial for anyone who's thinking about getting into Unlock games. This is how they work.
And one thing you do need to solve any Unlock game is an app. So I have this here on my iPhone. Let's zoom out a bit. And I can, first thing I need to do is choose the tutorial, which is at the top here.
Right.
And we go, ready to go. I can actually bring it up on screen, it'll be a bit easier to see. There we go.
Good technology there. Okay.
Right. So this very simple tutorial will introduce you to the game rules, which is what we're going to do too. And when you're done, you'll be able to play all the adventures.
Hey.
For the this first adventure, you're on the top floor of an office building for an interview with the Unlocked Secret Society.
Oh, love that.
The manager welcomes you with a smirk. He leaves you in a seemingly trivial room and locks the door behind him. Launch the app and start. You have 10 minutes. Now, I should say, this is tutorial 3.0. There have been a few versions. Tutorial 1, they didn't have this. If you look on the screen here, I'll show you on my phone, there's a button called Machine, and you can do some of the puzzles interact with the iPhone. And the very first version of the game, the tutorial, which you can still download from their website, it didn't actually have the app for that bit. So you're supposed to work out a code. You'll make sense as we start. Let's press go.
Let's press go. We've got 10 minutes. Okay, flip this card over.
Right, so we have an office. Now what we can see in this office are some numbers, and that means we can take those numbered cards out of the deck.
So it says here, here is a room where you are locked in. There are several things around you. You can now search and reveal the 5 cards whose numbers you can see, which is how it works in the other games, isn't it? So if you see a number like that, you can take that card.
Yes, right, let's turn these over. So we have an exit,
Ooh.
and this is marked with a machine symbol.
So it says on here, this is the exit door. It is controlled by a digital code. This is a machine, and it gives you that green symbol that you'd see on the top of there, and that also exists on the app there as well. Machine. It says this is a machine. To use it, press the machine button in the app and enter this card number, 21. So it'll be on the top of there. Once you've found the 4-digit code in the room, you can enter it in the app. So that's how we're going to get out.
So say the code was 1593. We can enter it, and if we press OK.
Oh, we lost a minute. I forgot we get penalties for this.
Yes.
Okay, so that is how machine cards work. Should we turn over another card?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a red card. It says a screen. There is no power. You can combine this object with a blue number. To do so, add the card numbers together. If the total corresponds to a card in the deck, you can reveal that card. So I'm assuming that one of these is going to become
one of these.
A blue card.
Yes, we need to supply power to the screen, presumably.
Okay, let's have a look.
Card 11 is a blue card, so you could combine these together. So you could add 11 to 42 to take card 53. If you thought that putting the key into the screen was a good idea. There is no 53, so we know that isn't something we can do.
Interesting.
It says a key. You can combine this object with a red number. To do so, add the card numbers, as what I just said. You can ask for a hint if you want by pressing the hint button in the app and typing in the card number.
Okay.
All right, 35.
Ooh, another red. A locked cabinet. So you can combine this object with a blue number, as we talked about for 42, but obviously for this one you would add 35. To do so, add the card numbers together. If the total corresponds to a card in the deck, you can reveal that card.
Now it says it's a locked cabinet. So let's try opening it with the key. So we do add 11 to 35 and get 46, right?
Do we have a card 46?
I don't know. Yes, we do. I'm just looking here. We do have a 46. What does it say?
Turn that over.
Great.
Very good.
And now it says to discard cards 11 and 35. So we get rid of those.
And we know we're not going to need
this
them.
Card here. Yeah, we know we should never need them again.
In the game.
Very good. The cabinet is open. Discard cards 11 and 35. Look closely at the picture. There are 2 interesting details. If you see a number, reveal a corresponding card.
I do see a number. I can see the number 16 there in the cabinet.
Yeah, let's just zoom in there.
So I think...
So written in 16 there, yeah.
There's 16 there. We're allowed that.
Right, I'll take that.
We'll take 16 out.
So we see at the back of the cabinet, oh, we have a wire, which is blue, a 10 centimetre long electrical wire with ring-shaped ends, which can be, maybe we connect that to the TV.
Maybe we can combine that with a red number. I can also see that we've got something...
Oh, some lines here.
Something interesting there. And we still haven't turned over card 69, so I think let's do that.
Oh.
Ah, interesting.
It's a machine again.
So this is another machine card, a grid with pins 5 centimetres apart. So if we put that in...
So that's machine 69.
And it should tell us.
To use this machine, you must press the buttons matching the right pins and press OK. You lose 1 minute per error. It is best to first understand which are the right pins before using it.
Interesting.
Well, I think that goes with the picture we can see on the side of here.
Yes, I think so. So I would connect those.
If I press this one at the top, it goes green. Yeah. If I press the one at the bottom, it goes green.
And then
think that's what we're doing? It could be the inverse. Should I say OK?
I think let's go OK. Hooray!
Oh. So now we add that to a blue number.
Result to a blue number. I wonder if it's...
So we've got a 9.
This one that we've uncovered here.
Oh, because we're connecting the wire into the machine. Because we're connecting the
wire. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. So that's card 25, which I can see we do have. 25. And well done. Ooh. You have restored power by placing the wire on the machine. Discard 16, 46, 69.
Nice.
16, 46,
69.
So
we're powering through this tutorial.
Now we only have 4 cards.
Okay. So, it says +6 is a modifier that you can add to a red number, so it obviously functions in the same way as a blue card. If the total corresponds to a card in the deck, you can reveal that card.
Oh, right, okay. So I actually never done tutorial version 3 before. I think it's slightly different to I vaguely remember number 2. It's all fundamentally the same. There's a few little variations. Anyway, I assume this is power. So we add this blue number to this red number to put power on the screen. So
nice.
Because 48.
Which is good because that is the number on the last card that we have.
And look, and there we go. We have, so it says discard 25 and 42.
Lovely.
And now we have 7, 2, 3, 9 in those colours.
You did well. The screen is on. This should help you get out. So we discard the cards that we've been told to. It says you will need these 4 numbers to open the door and escape this tutorial.
Sorry, I covered that over, didn't I? We were reading it.
Yeah.
So we can enter the machine again for 21, which is this number here.
Yeah.
And now we need to work out what the combination is to get out.
So
now, you might think it was 7, 2, 3, 9, but I think it's more complex than that.
I think so. I think we're going to match up this red here. I think we're going to go in the order of colour
so 9.
On here. So 9, 3,
then the yellow,
7,
then the blue, then
2.
the green, and we think that's it.
Hooray!
Well done, you have finished the tutorial. You can now check your score, your time and the penalties incurred.
We did get a penalty.
We deliberately gave ourselves a penalty when I was showing that the wrong code at the start.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, which is a 1 minute at the bottom left of the screen here. The 1 minute here.
There we go.
And then we get 5 stars because we solved in time without taking any hints.
Well
so there we go.
done us.
And that is how an unlock game works. They all work pretty much the same way, but they do often have a few twists in the tail along the way. So, for example, you might have to physically move cards next to another, another in a couple of them, or sometimes, in fact, very frequently, you need to infer that you take a number, or sometimes there are letters, or sometimes the symbols and other things too. Sometimes you have to infer you take a number based on the narrative. So we did one where there were... Well, I won't give it away, but there was a series of numbers, and you had to infer that you could take another number in the series,
one in the series,
and so on. Yeah, so I feel that always breaks the rules as they're specified in the booklet. But once you know you can do that,
you can bend the rules a little bit.
Yeah, then looking through the numbers you have is actually part of the game in an unlock.
And also, in an unlock box, you would get lots of different cards at the same time, and they might not all be related to the same puzzle. So you can have concurrent things going on at the same time, and part of it is working out which ones you're going to need for what you're working on at the moment.
Yes.
Whereas that was all quite nice and linear,
Yeah, it is linear, and it also helps you find the hidden number. And sometimes in some of the earlier boxes in particular, the hidden numbers are quite tricky to find. And there's an unlock junior box, and in that, some of the hidden numbers in that, which are just for bonus points, are not in the adult ones, but in the kids one, they're for bonus points, and they are really, really hard to find.
Oh, really?
I struggled to find them even looking at the solutions.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's a grown-up.
I am a grown-up. Apparently. Anyway, there are 9 or 10 unlocked boxes available at the time of us recording this, and in the UK at least, they're released in boxes of 3 games at a time. I think in other countries you can buy them sometimes, or perhaps only in individual sets, but there are plenty of unlocked games available. So yeah, they're always a bit of fun, and you can reuse them as much as you like. Obviously, the story is told to you, so you can't solve the same puzzles again unless you've forgotten them. You can probably play again a year later,
which
or something.
I inevitably will have done.
But unlike some other stuff, you don't destroy the product as you go, so you can always give it to someone else, or just forget about it and do it again.
So if this is your first experience with Unlock, we hope you have fun. Good luck with them. And let us know in the comments if you've got any Unlock games that you think we should solve. We've solved 2 so far. We've done Pandemic and Ticket to Ride, as we mentioned at the beginning of the video, but we're going to try some others.
Yes, if there's any games you'd like us to try, do comment. But also, if you'd like to see some of our solves of full games, then do check out our playlist that will appear at the end of this video, and also in the description below, where there are loads of other stuff to watch. Right, there we go. I hope that was useful. Until the next video, it's all it remains for me to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye from me. Bye. Bye.